What about the relationship that we have with our food? You hear that, and not until I fully embraced my carb addict, sugar addict life did I start to put it together. You know, similar to Alcoholics Anonymous or people that are addicted to drug, the first thing you have to do is admit that you have a problem. That was a good start, but I thought I could play around with it. You know, I thought I could have cheat meals. I call that the keto donut diet. Imagine if you have a donut and one day you eat the sugar out of the donut and the next day you eat the fat out of the donut. Well, your body still got a donut. It just took it 2 days to get it. So I did that for a long time, and I guess something just kind of snapped where now I just don't have cravings for the fast food, for pizza, for the sweets. I have thoughts sometimes. I'm not saying I don't have a thought, but I'm not afraid of it anymore. Matter of fact, kind of like an alcoholic or a drug addict, I want to be like real careful around it. I'm still in the process of this. I don't have it down 100%. Not claiming I do. But now that I don't have to think about food, I don't have to think about what diet, what's going on. I can put that energy into my spiritual life, into self-love, into meditation, and into being present. So we've been going about diet all wrong this whole time. I see on Dr. Oz's show, a lot of times he'll have things on diet. And obviously the producers, they know that they'll get good ratings if they're talking about diet. And they all have all kinds of hacks. Maybe some of them work. On occasion, they do have something on there about low carb and higher fat, which I think is smart. But they don't start with the foundation. The foundation is don't be addicted to anything. And the food is the one thing, I call it an addiction, you call it emotional eating, you can call it sweet tooth. I call it an addiction. One thing about this is we still have to eat food, but we don't have to eat sugar. We don't have to eat sugar substitutes. We like eating that kind of stuff. We don't have to eat starchy foods or food that turns to sugar fast. We decide to do that. I put Live Joy Diet, and the second program is Live Joy Every Day. I put joy in there because it's a more joyful life, and it's not that there isn't good food to eat. I get plenty of, I think it's important to have food that you look forward to. Just what that is different. How that looks is different. For instance, my dessert the other day was slices of homegrown tomato with some fresh basil and some olive oil on it. Because I've retrained my taste buds, that was sweet to me. That was dessert. I enjoyed that. That's just one example. And yeah, you ain't gonna have joy in your diet if you don't have good things, good food to look forward to. But it's a process. A lot of times I compare Live Joy Diet, Live Joy Every Day to alcoholism and AA. But in some ways it has probably more like, it's more similar to cigarettes. It's like I don't think it works very good going cold turkey on sugar. I don't think it works very good going cold turkey on sugar. It's pretty nice here. I think it's more like cigarettes. You kind of have to wean yourself off. reduce the amount of carbs, reduce the amount of food that turns into sugar, reduce the amount of sugar substitutes, reduce the amount of fruit. I use fruit as a bridge more so than sugar substitutes, and then you get yourself used to, and it took me a little while, there's no doubt, and you go through some sugar withdrawal, there's no doubt about that too. I kind of enjoy the sugar withdrawal because I know I'm getting somewhere and I recognize for what it is. And for me, it just felt kind of like icky. It's my, you know, it wasn't flu, it wasn't painful, it wasn't awful, it wasn't shakes or anything. It just didn't feel real good. So I had to go through some sugar withdrawal. All right, enough for today. Make sure that you subscribe and the little bell thing, hit that. And in the future, coming soon, if you're watching this now, 2020, there will be a Live Joy Diet beta group. I'm going to be asking for some people to help me kind of work this out and come up with a good program. Thanks.